And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes the huge transfer boost that we have been given as deal has been agreed. And we're also going to be discussing what Philippe Clement has said with regards to the Champions League jackpot and building a core of a team. And then we've of course got a few other bits and pieces within the Rangers space. But I just wanted to start with the story with regards to Alfredo Morelos. And I know you guys just let it go, but, he was a hero here, very popular figure. And his, downfall is pretty sad, to be honest. But former Rangers striker Alfredo Morelos is at the center of a bizarre standoff after Santos announced they had loaned him to Colombian club Atlético Nacional, only for his agent to deny it. The ex-Ibrox striker has spent 7 years in Glasgow, but was allowed to leave last summer for nothing after falling out of form towards the end of his time in Scottish football. His move to Pelé's old club in Brazil has been an unmitigated disaster, and he can't get a game for the club, who are now playing in the second tier. He hasn't played since the start of last month. Santos agreed to allow Morelos to return to his homeland, with Medellin club Atlético Nacional beating off competition from other Colombian clubs like Atlético Junior and América de Cali to sign him on loan. The club confirmed that Morelos would join Nacional on loan until the end of the year. However, the player's agent, Martin Camano, denied the deal had gone through. He stated, "We are still negotiating with both clubs and Alfredo himself, nothing is confirmed." Nacional have reportedly agreed to pay around 20% of Morelos' wages, but Santos are believed that they want more of a salary share for their flop striker. A really weird situation that's going around in South American football, I suppose. A deal has been confirmed, but Morelos seems to think, and Morelos' agent seems to think that hasn't gone through. But yeah, always a really sad decline of Morelos, actually, and I can't believe at 28, what I probably predicted for him 3 or 4 years ago was that he'd be probably playing in one of the top 5 European leagues. Remember, there was FC Porto who had submitted a bid for him at one point, Lille who submitted a bid for him at one point, £20 million, £15 million bids for him, and he's going back to Colombia at the age of 28. That's very, very sad to see, but he's the subject of his own downfall. It was only 2.5 years ago where he was banging in goals against Borussia Dortmund in the Europa League. It all went Pete Tong after that injury, and yeah, as I said, very, very sad to see with regards to his situation. Just a quick one, guys. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Now, moving on to Philippe Clement, guys. Philippe Clement has been very vocal and talked about a lot of stuff when speaking to sort of Rangers media, speaking to national media about Rangers this season. And basically has spoke about the Champions League and the importance of it. He said, "We need extra bodies and we need extra quality to be successful. I always believe that with your squad you can succeed because otherwise you cannot get results against Real Madrid with a team like Bruges. Everyone said that this was impossible, but if you don't believe it's possible, it will never happen. So it's about the mindset of the players. They have to believe in themselves and be hungry to become better, because it's not about quality, it's about work rate, it's about mentality, it's about what you do every day. I've seen players that are now better than they were 6 months ago already here. We've been working hard to that kind of mindset of all the players who have come in. We want them to all be ambitious, to become better, and with all that staff together, we can give them the tools to become better. So in that way, I believe that we are, whatever the squad we have at the moment, will have to be the ability to be qualified. But everybody needs to be at the top, and more quality you have, the better chance you have to get through." He also spoke about the financial disparity between two clubs in the Champions League. He says it's for sure, but not easy because you need to qualify against teams with much bigger budgets. That is the reality. We did it a few years ago with Bruges. That advantage then at the moment was that you have to have a core of your team already a few years together. We are building that now. You need to build a core for like the next couple of years, and that is why players like Diamande were really important to bring in January. We see him grow in a few months after a game now. We are busy with that, doing that, and we are going to throw ourselves to full qualify because everything is possible. Of course, you are not going to be favourites in those qualifying games against teams with bigger budgets and maybe teams who play a long time together. That is an interesting thing to have in this challenge. You want to be in this position. It's amazing to be at Rangers, to be a player and have the challenges and play those things, than in a team where you don't have these challenges and you only have the league and the cup. We already know that we have Europe after there, so it's all a lot of games, a lot of experience to take. Everyone wants to go to the Champions League. Me also, I have been there several times, and it is a nice world. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of Philippe Clement speaking about the importance of the Champions League, but also, refraining. I've heard this sort of playbook been played out a lot. I think he's, a lot of slight digs at the board and stuff like that they can't expect Champions League qualification because they haven't backed him in the summer transfer window, and rightfully so. We shouldn't expect Champions League group stage or Champions League phase football because we haven't backed the manager. We haven't spent money on the manager. The team's still the freaking same as last year, pretty much, apart from some younger players. But he's very, very true about building a core. It takes a bit of time to build this core, and I always revert back to PSV. I don't know why. Maybe I'm looking at PSV, but they've been building that team for a couple of years and they've got better and better and better. And I genuinely do believe they're on a moment of dominance now in the Eredivisie. They didn't win the Eredivisie for about 5 or 6 years, and they were slowly chipping away, building at their core, back to the project, etc. They had a couple of managers. Ruven Nistelrooy was there as well, but slowly building it. Had a great director of football in Niels Koepen, but slowly chipped away at building the core. And they weren't successful straight away. They didn't win the league straight away. Ajax was still dominating, but they were getting closer, but they had setback. Obviously, they lost to us in the Champions League. Then the next year, they did get into the Champions League. Then they won the KNVB Cup. Then they, of course, got and won the league. So it's a process, a few years. And remember, we're not even a year into this project just yet. I sometimes look at Mikel Arteta, what he's done at Arsenal, 2 8th place finishes. It took time for them to really get going, but now people are looking at them as one of the most exciting prospects in sort of English football. So, projects do take time. It's not an overnight thing. And sometimes as a fan base, we can be very impatient with regards to a project because we want instant success now, because that's what our club's been built on. There's a lot of the older generation, me included. I wasn't fortunate to know the 90s, but certainly the noughties. I had an expectation of Rangers to win trophies and win titles every single year, and I still carry that arrogance even after what happened all those years ago. So it's kind of that thing, but sometimes you've got to try and trust it. We've tried the quick fix and chucking shit at the wall. It's not worked. Now we've got to back the manager and just build a core over time. We might finish second. To be fair, we'll probably finish second next season. Good chance that we could end up trophyless next season. There's a good chance we might not get in the Champions League next season, but we need to stick together and build a core, and hopefully if we can keep chipping it away, we'll see something and things pay off. And hopefully if we're moving the right way, I don't mean, Bill stinking the place out, but if we're moving in the better direction and getting better after season, that's something to hold on to. But we have been handed a transfer boost, actually, guys, as it has been confirmed with regards to Glenn Kamara. The deal has been confirmed and announced that the player has now left the football club and, of course, is going to be going to Reims. He is at Reims now. The deal was agreed, confirmed, announced on his social media yesterday. And as I said, he will be going to Reims out in French Ligue 1. A fee of 10 million euros has been agreed, and we're going to get 800,000 euros for that. And when you're talking about our transfer budget, it probably could help us out a lot. So a big transfer boost. I'm putting it down as a huge transfer boost because it seems as though we've got absolutely hee-haw to piss in. So we've got money for nothing there, something. So hopefully we could buy a player with that. We could probably get something decent with around £1 million. So that's a good boost. It's a big boost, especially the way we're at this moment in time. Everyone's saying that we're skint and we haven't got nothing. €1 million is going to help. 800,000 euros is a big boost. It could help us. Maybe buy a player, put some money towards a player, pay for fucking Jordan's loan fee, pay for his wages or something like that. It could help us out. It's money for nothing. Hopefully we invest it in the right way. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you guys. As always, please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. About Glenn Kamara, are you surprised that he left Leeds and went to Runs? Is it a move up or is it a move down? What do you guys think down in the comment section below? That brings us to the end of today's video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do check out our summer collection. Link is down there in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.